This is not a love story. It is a warning. Sometimes, the most dangerous feelings feel very gentle at first. He was 52 years old. He spoke slowly. He remembered names. One day he said, "Lily, that was a good question." No teacher had ever said my name like that. I felt seen. Chapter 2, Special Attention. After class, he stopped me. "You have talent," he said. "You think deeper than others." He asked about my books, my family, my dreams. He never touched me. He never said bad words. But he made me feel special. I told myself, he is just kind. He is just a teacher. Chapter 3, Crossing the Line. Soon he asked me to stay later. "Just to talk," he said, "about your future." He said, "You are more mature than girls your age." That sentence stayed in my head. When I felt confused, he said, "I understand you. Others don't." I stopped talking to my friends. I listened only to him. He asked me to stay later after class frequently. "Just to talk," he said, "about your future." At first we talked in his office. The door was closed. The room was quiet. He remembered small things about my life. It made me feel special. One evening he said, "Let's get dinner. You must be tired." I told myself it was normal. Teachers and students can eat together, right? We ate at a small restaurant near campus. He paid for everything. After dinner, he asked, "Do you like movies?" We went to the cinema. We sat next to each other. Our arms touched in the dark. No one said anything. That night, it started raining hard. He said, "It's too late to go back." His apartment was close. He offered me the guest room. I said yes. We stayed up late talking. About life, about dreams, about loneliness. I told myself, this is not love. This is just trust. But deep inside, I knew the line was already gone. Chapter 4, Falling Too Deep. After that night, everything changed. We met more often, not on campus, not in public places. Sometimes we met in his apartment, sometimes in small cafes far away. He texted me every morning. "Did you sleep well?" Every night. "Don't forget, I'm here." I felt safe with him. I felt chosen. He started making rules. "Don't tell anyone about us. They wouldn't understand. If people know, they will judge you." I believed him. He said my friends were childish. "They don't think like you." Slowly, they disappeared from my life. He became my world. One weekend I stayed in his place. Just one night. Then 2. I kept some clothes there. A toothbrush, a book. It felt like a secret home. When I felt unsure, he held my hands and said, "Trust me. I know what's best for you." I stopped asking questions. Sometimes I felt nervous. Sometimes I felt scared. But he always said, "This is love." And I wanted to believe him. I told myself, if it feels this strong, it must be real. I didn't see it then. I wasn't falling in love. I was losing myself. Chapter 5, Control and Isolation. At first, his care felt warm. Then it felt heavy. He wanted to know where I was, who I was with, what I was thinking. If I didn't reply fast, he asked, "Why are you ignoring me?" If I went out alone, he said, "Who did you meet?" He didn't like my friends. They are a bad influence. They don't really care about you. When I wanted to see them, he looked upset. So I stayed home, with him. He checked my phone sometimes. He said it was about trust. If you have nothing to hide, why are you nervous? I felt small when he said that. I stopped sharing my thoughts. I stopped saying no. When I disagreed, he smiled and said, You are too emotional. You think too much. I started doubting myself. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe he was right. My world became quiet. No friends, no opinions, only his voice. One night, I looked at myself in the mirror. I looked tired, different. I asked myself, when did I stop being me? But when he hugged me, I stayed silent. I was afraid to lose him, and I didn't realize yet. I had already lost myself. Chapter 6. The Truth Appears. One day, I heard something I was not meant to hear. It was an accident, a message, a voice. He was talking to someone else. Laughing, he said my name. She is easy, he said. She listens. My heart stopped. Then he said, she believes everything I say. I felt cold. Very cold. That night, I couldn't sleep. I remembered everything. How he chose my clothes. How he spoke for me. How I stopped talking to others. I searched his phone. I know it was wrong, but I needed to know. I saw messages, old messages, other girls, same words. You are special. I understand you. Others don't. I felt sick. I wasn't special. I was a pattern, a role. In the mirror, I saw the truth. He didn't love me. He loved control. And I finally understood. This was not love. This was a trap. Chapter 7. Walking away. The next morning, I felt empty. Not sad. Not angry. Just tired. I looked at him and felt nothing. I said, I need space. He laughed. Don't be dramatic. That was the moment. I packed my bag slowly. He watched me. Where are you going? He asked. Home, I said. He changed his voice. He looked serious. You are making a mistake. I didn't answer. He said, you won't find anyone like me. I stopped and looked at him. Maybe he was right. But I didn't want someone like him. I walked out. The air outside felt cold, but it felt clean. My phone stayed silent. For the first time in months. I went back to my old room. I sat on my bed. I cried. Not because I missed him, but because I missed myself. That night, I slept alone. And for the first time, I slept in peace. Chapter 8. The Warning. It took time to heal. I talked to my friends again. I listened more. I trusted myself again. Slowly, I felt stronger. One day, I asked myself, how did this happen? The answer was simple. He didn't take my power. I gave it away. He didn't force me. He convinced me. Special, understanding, and love. But real love does not isolate you. Real love does not control you. Real love does not make you afraid to speak. Attention is not love. Intensity is not care. Control is not protection. Love should make you feel safe, not small. If you are listening to this story and something feels familiar, please stop. Please look around. You deserve freedom. You deserve your voice. My story ended with a choice. I chose myself. My story ended with a choice. I chose myself. And if you ever stand at the same line, I hope you choose yourself too. This video is part of our English storytelling series for Level 3 learners. Each story helps you improve listening skills. Thank you for listening. See you in the next story. Bye for now.